Hello and welcome to the RM video channel. Just to start with, the darkness is not because it's evening, it is because it is the weather. Today we are at Manchester on X Plane Vatsim. I am flying my KLM 737-800 Zibo from stand 203. And the intention is to fly to London Heathrow at flight level of 190. The weather is quite rough. We have the remnants of Storm Eunice, and the wind at the moment is gusting on the ground 37 knots. The wind is 37 knots, gusting 48 knots on the ground, so that it will be higher than that, higher up. We have a temperature of +1, QNH 994 hectopascals. So let's see where we go from here. I have already input the flight plan and lodged this with Vatsim. We have our APU on and we do not have our engines started at the present time. So the next thing to do is to call Manchester ground and to obtain clearance, so that we will now do.
Manchester ground, Ryanair 75 Oscar requesting clearance to Barcelona.
Before we do that, we'll just check we've got the ILS for landing Heathrow 27 right on 110.30, and we switch that on down here.
Manchester ground, Logan 56 on stand 28, good afternoon. A radar check please.
Logan 56 ground, good afternoon, readability is 5.
Manchester ground, very good afternoon. KLM 447 on stand 203, have Foxtrot, request clearance to Heathrow as filed, Boeing 737-800.
KLM 447 Manchester ground, good afternoon, cleared to London Heathrow on the Samba 1 Romeo departure, runway 23 right, squawking 7362.
Samba 1 Romeo departure for runway 23 right, squawk 7362, KLM 447.
KLM 447 readback is correct.
Right, so that's obtained the clearance, so now put in the
EZ418, taxi holding
given,
Juliet
which is
7362
7362.
via Romeo, November Charlie, Echo, Delta, Papa, Kilo and Juliet.
So that's the squawk set. So we're already there. So what we need to be able to do now is to push and start.
Apologies, your call signs all messed up on that.
And start the engines. Meanwhile, I will close the cabin door. There's our cabin with our passengers. And these are all of the aircraft that are on Manchester on Vatsim at the moment.
Shanix 3 Whiskey X-ray, I appreciate the patience. Cleared to Austria on the Solix 1 Romeo departure, runway 23 right, squawking 0476.
Let's just turn that off a minute.
Austria, Solix 1 Romeo,
While we do this, so we now to switch the flight directors on. I've set our VR speed at 147, which is 10 knots faster than the specification in the FMC. Check that our VNAV and LNAV are correct and working. So now we can go and get push and start approval. Go back to ground. Manchester ground, ready for push and start. KLM 447, stand 203.
KLM 447, QNH now 993. Push and start approved.
Right, push and start approved. Thank you, KLM 447. Alright, so we have approval, so we'll go to our push. Request pushback. I already set it up for the pre-plan on here.
Logan 56, got nothing on my end, unfortunately.
Ground so is driving up. I'll give you my clearance over voice, please, if I could.
So we've set the lighting passenger out to medium for the moment.
Stand 5, mission goal, ready for push and start.
Runway 75, Oscar, stand 5, push and start.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Push start approved, Runway 75, Oscar.
So in a moment he's going to ask me to release the parking brake.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Release parking brake.
Starting pushback and you may start engines.
So we now start engines. So we go up here. Make sure all those are off, which they are. That should be on. Switch those on. Fuel on. So then we should be in a position to start the engines. Starting.
Manchester,
one,
Logan 56. Start 28, request push and start.
Then 56, hold position, and I'll call you back shortly.
Hold position, Logan 56.
And we're winding up. Put that on plan. Copilot. That's clicked off, so we'll go back up there. Number 1 on. It's dark and stormy out there. Coming up here. 2, 3. Fuel to idle. And we're winding up.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
He's finished, so that's alright. Parking brake on.
Disconnecting toes.
Easy 1 to 1 Dutch Fox, stand 6, just push and start. Easy 1 Delta Foxtrot, stand 6, push and start is approved, facing south.
Set
my
courses,
stand 8,
2,
or
3, 0.
Yeah, from stand 8, start approved, facing south. Push and face south.
232 on there.
Manchester ground, Runway 75, Oscar, ready for taxi.
Runway 75, Oscar, taxi, holding point Juliet 1 for 3 votes via Juliet Echo and Juliet.
And we'll go up to
Taxi, holding point Juliet 1 via Juliet Echo and Juliet Runway 75, Oscar.
So all that's correct. Engines to continue.
Toe is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
This is all working. So we can now switch our circulation packs on. That's all on. Need anti-isolator. So we can click there. So we can now switch the APU off. That's fine. So we need some lights. Alright, so all ready now to taxi. Ready for taxi, KLM 447.
KLM 447, taxi initially, holding point November Charlie 1 by November Charlie.
November Charlie 1 via November... correction. November Charlie 1 via November Charlie, KLM 447. So they're asking us to hold. It is a bit dark out there, so the wipers on.
Manchester ground, very good day, Lufthansa 8 Alpha Echo stand 2-3 info Golf on board, request Alpha clearance to Frankfurt destination.
Lufthansa 8 Alpha Echo Manchester ground, good afternoon, clear to Frankfurt on the Sonics 1 Romeo departure, runway 23 right, squawking 2157.
Frankfurt, Sonics 1 Romeo, out of runway 23 and squawk 2157 for Lufthansa 8 Alpha Echo.
Lufthansa 8 Alpha Echo, readback is correct.
So now we just sit here at November Charlie 1 until we receive further instructions.
Logan 56, apologies for the delay. Stand 28, push and start is approved, facing north.
Logan 56, no problems. Push and start approved, face north.
Let's have a look around. Oh, this is why. There's an aircraft coming up Delta and Echo, and we have to go down there, so that's why we have been stopped. The Logan pushing back there. Another aircraft pushing back there.
KLM 447, continue taxi now. Point Juliet 1 for 23 right by November Charlie, Echo, Alta, Papa, Kilo and Juliet.
Holding point Juliet 1 for runway 23 right via November Charlie, Echo, Delta, Papa, Kilo, Juliet, KLM 447. So we're now clear to go.
5 Oscar, over to approach on 118.575, see ya.
Manchester Approach 118.57, thanks to ATC Ryanair, 75 Oscar, bye bye.
Oh, we now have approach.
Easy 1 Delta Fox, Lucas taxi.
So
Easy
that's
1
good.
Delta, correction, Easy 1 Delta Fox, taxi, holding point Juliet 1 for 23 right, Lima, Papa, Kilo and Juliet.
Put that frequency on.
Juliet 1 5 Lima, Papa, Kilo, Juliet 1 Delta Fox.
Right, there we go. And off we go again. So we now have Manchester radar on, so that will be good. Means we will get some air traffic control after Manchester.
Manchester ground, Logan 56, ready for taxi to reactive.
Logan 56, holding point Juliet 1 for 23 right by November Charlie, Echo, Delta, Papa, Kilo and Juliet.
Hold at Juliet 1 via November Charlie, Echo, Delta, Papa, Kilo and Juliet, Logan 56.
Easy 1 Delta Foxtrot. Foxtrot, give way to the KLM 737, passing right to left at Papa.
Foxtrot will give way to the KLM at Papa.
Coming down Papa, I'm going to turn left onto Kilo. And we just keep going straight on to Juliet 1. Have a look over there.
And Logan 56, squawk change for you, 0564.
Squawk was 0564, 1956.
Channel 771, 737 departs down 105 with Golf 9994 hectopascals, clearance please Tenerife.
Uh, 771, apologies, readability is 1 towards the end there, it's a really high pitch noise there.
So 1 radio check.
Thanks, 771, readability is now 5, thanks for that, standby. KLM 447, contact Manchester Approach now, 118.575, see ya.
118.575, thanks very much for the service, KLM 447, bye bye.
Manchester Ground, subject 289, wicket.
Alright, we've just been told to contact
28 Lima, ground, good
Manchester
afternoon,
Approach.
continue taxi, hold Alpha 4 via Alpha.
So we'll just stop here, Juliet 1.
Subject 289.
Right,
Right,
brakes
on.
on.
Check.
18 Yankee Lima, Manchester Ground, good afternoon, readability is 5.
Change
Report aircraft
frequencies. No other controls on, so it'll be 122.80 later on.
Rifle when ready, descend flight level 140.
Yeah, 140 ground ready for
We need to set our squawk
Oscar report
to
passing
Charlie,
altitude.
which we've done in here.
Passing 2,200 Rhino 75 Oscar.
We need
Descend 5
to
Oscar, climb now, flight level
set our
190.
position
level 190
straight
on
and
it.
steady, which we've done. We need to start our clock. Manchester Radar, very good afternoon with you at Juliet 1, KLM 447.
447 Manchester Radar, hello, line up runway 23 right.
Line up 23 right, thank you, KLM 447. So we now line up. We need 15 degrees of flaps on, which is here.
Manchester, hello, Easy 1 Foxtrot, on Juliet, hold Juliet 1.
1 Delta Foxtrot, Manchester Radar.
Manchester Approach, Easy 63 Hotel.
63 Hotel, Manchester Radar. KLM 447, runway 23 right, surface wind 230 degrees 20 knots, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, thank you, KLM 447. So here we are, ready for takeoff. Another
KLM
aircraft
107,
waiting.
descend flight level 900.
90, KLM 107.
Auto throttle armed. Full throttles.
Ryanair 75 Oscar, turn right heading 165.
Winding up.
Right 165, Ryanair 75 Oscar.
And ready to roll. See what the wind does to us on this runway. Pushing us slightly left.
80 knots.
EC1 Delta Foxtrot behind for landing company. A3 20 neo. Line up, runway 23 right
rotate.
behind.
Behind the landing company on the flight behind. One Delta Fox.
Rotate. Lift off.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
EC6 Hotel, runway 23 right, surface wind 230 degrees 20 knots, clear to land.
100 AP
Yes,
on.
runway 23 right, 86 for your hotel, thank you.
1000.
107,
1000.
descend flight level 70.
Reduce flaps.
70.
Into the clouds.
Ryanair 75 Oscar, fly heading 175. Heading 175, Ryanair 75 Oscar. Number 447, report passing altitude.
3000, sir. KLM 447.
Number 447, climb now, flight level 190.
190, flight level KLM 447. So we're now being given permission to climb direct to 190.
LM 107, turn left heading 260 degrees.
So we put that on manual and
260,
increase
okay,
our
I'm on there.
speed to 310.
Channel 2 Quebec, descend flight level 80.
So we've
From
taken it
80
off
to
VNAV for the moment because we don't want to stick to 6000, which is what he was, what our flight plan said, until Samba. So we can now go straight up to 190 on this chart here. So let's change the scale on that. $80 miles. And we're climbing above this, so we can now switch those windscreen wipers off. We can switch our lights off.
KLM 447, turn right heading 170 degrees.
Right, 170 degrees, KLM 447.
KLM 107, turn right heading 270 degrees.
Right heading 270.
Right, for some reason we're not following the track. We've got to turn right. This is where he's telling us to go, and this is where we would have been
Easy one
going.
Delta Fox, confirm the aircraft has landed.
The 1 Delta Foxtrot, negative short.
Roger.
KLM 107, 30 track miles, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 903 hectopascals.
Descend at flight level 400 feet, QNH 993 hectopascals.
I can see what the problem is.
Right, heading
He's
345.
got an aircraft coming in here,
Running 345, to Quebec.
a bit close to our track.
Ryanair 75 Oscar, resume own navigation direct Kidley. Direct Kidley, thank you, Ryanair 75 Oscar. Ryanair 75 Oscar, monitor Unicom 122 decimal 8, bye-bye. Unicom 122 decimal 8, thanks for your service, Ryanair 75 Oscar, bye-bye. And 447, resume own navigation direct Honolulu.
Oh, navigation direct Honolulu, KLM 447, thanks for the service. Alright, we can now go
LM
back
107
on
on
to
your heading, when established on the localizer, runway 23 right, descend on the glide path.
VNAV and swing back to Honolulu.
Go ahead when you get on the localizer, descend with the glide path.
So there we go.
Quebec, descend flight level 70. 70 for caution to Quebec. 1 Delta Foxtrot, runway 23 right, surface wind 230 degrees, 20 knots, clear for takeoff.
Well, we now have the Heathrow ATIS available on X-Pilot. So this is information Sierra. The arrival runway is 27 right, which is what we planned for. Surface wind is 230, 19 knots.
Delta Quebec, turn left heading 330 degrees.
And the QNH is 1003. So that looks okay. We have, when we get there, got no London. Might go into London South.
KLM 107, speed 180 knots or greater.
We've got
180 or greater,
London
KLM 107.
radar, Heathrow
10
radar,
knots or less.
and that's it.
Victor 10 less for should have back. Logan 56, runway 23 right, surface wind 230 degrees, 20 knots, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Logan 56.
KLM 447, monitor Unicom 122 decimal, bye-bye.
Unicom, thank you very much for your service. KLM 447, bye-bye.
21 Delta Foxtrot, report passing altitude.
Delta 700 to 5000.
1 Delta.
Now been told to change to the Unicom frequency. There is no air traffic control and we have to inform other aircraft of what we're doing. So I can now set the Heathrow Approach frequency on here, which is 119.720. Except I think we might be into London South. Difficult to tell. Heathrow is right on the boundary. And we're coming in from the north, so probably Heathrow North Approach 119720. We'll be pinged if it's wrong. So that's all set up, and we are on Unicom 122.8. On the co-pilot's system we have to set our landing ILS to match the pilot's side, so we then switch it on there. And we can have a look at this. Good. So we can now also change our course for landing for the runway 27 right. There's no magnetic variation in London at the moment. It is 0. If we were flying to Bristol it would be -1. If we were flying to Brussels it would be +1. Alright, so that's set up. We're still on heading 153 on here, and on there's 154. We're at 19,000, speed 314. So what we can now do is reduce our expected flight level, which would be 2,500, although I expect to be told to do something different. In fact, I think I'll leave it at 7, because London will direct us to specific altitudes. We've got another aircraft out there. While we're here, not much to do. Approaching Honolulu, we will put our speed brakes on ready for landing. You can see I'm not using standard checklists. I do use a checklist occasionally, but to be able to do this commentary and the checklist and everything else be a bit much at the moment. So on the FMC we've got 9 miles to run to Honolulu, and then we start turning in to the approach for Heathrow. There are quite a few other aircraft around on Vatsim. There were even more yesterday at the height of Storm Eunice, as everyone was wanting to practice in these sort of conditions because of Vatsim and X Plane duplicate real world conditions. So if you haven't seen it already, I did a short 6-minute landing at Heathrow in Storm Eunice yesterday, and that is up on YouTube on my RM video channel. And the information is at the top of the screen. So on our chart we go from Honolulu, which we just passed already, coming up to Tobid and WCO, and then we turn the approach round to Heathrow. So I can bring this down now in a minute, reduce the scale on here, and also in a few moments we're coming to the top of our descent and a deceleration. So we'll just jump forward to closer to the Heathrow approach. And there we are. Heathrow Approach wants me. 119720. So let's switch that. So there we go. Heathrow Control, very good afternoon. KLM 447 with you from WCO at 9,000 reducing.
KLM 447, hello, descend flight level 90 and leave Bovingdon, Bravo, November, heading 120 degree.
Descend flight level 90, leave Bovington 120 degrees, KLM 447. Right, 9,000, so we need to put that up to 9,000.
1,000 to go.
It's coming down to it now.
349, turn right, heading 240 degrees, report localizer established, runway 27 right.
And then after Bovingdon, which is this one, we turn to 120 degrees. So he's going to take us, shortcut us across. Instead of going there, he's going to shortcut us across once we get to Bovingdon. And we should have been at 7,000 at Bovingdon,
holding Lima 27.
9,000.
Shamrock 527, taxi by Bravo, stand 225.
And there is Heathrow.
Stand 225, thank you. Shamrock 527.
Be advised, originally I asked you to go right Bravo and Foxtrot to hold Foxtrot 1, so it was the other side of the central terminal area.
And we have a nice moon.
Restored Shamrock 527.
Uber 349, disregard.
So what I'm going to do now, while I still have the time,
hello again, Shamrock 715,
is to arm my air brakes. So that's now armed. Coming up to Bovington, so we want to go 120 on Bovington.
And then 447, descend flight level 80.
Flight level 80, KLM 447.
2770, runway 27 left, clear for takeoff. Surface wind is 230 degrees, 19 knots.
Yeah, takeoff 27 left, speed for 2770.
Come down a bit. Descend 1,000 feet a minute to 8,000. Change my scale.
1,000 to go.
Yeah, he's cut me off halfway through there, so that's fine.
Descend on the glide, shuttle 2.
Shuttle 230, maintain speed 180 knots.
Maintain 180, shuttle 23 head.
Then 447, descend to altitude 4,000 feet to QNH 1002.
QNH 1002, flight level 4000, KLM 447. Right, 4,000 feet.
Good 85 Lima Charlie, hold out November Bravo to Echo.
4,000 feet, descend a bit faster, I think. 1,500 feet a minute.
Good 85 Lima Charlie, hold out November Bravo to Echo.
Passengers.
Sorry, hold up November Bravo 2 Echo, stupid. Echo Lima Charlie.
QNH 1002. As we pass 7,000, change our...
So 349, clear to descend with the glide?
349 AFA.
Thank you.
So as we pass 7,000, we change our QNH 1002, which is here. So ground is also on, so we'll change our frequency for ground, so it's ready. 121.7. So we're coming down quite nicely. A bit more. 2,000 feet a minute.
And then 447, turn right heading 180 degrees.
Right 180 degrees, KLM 447.
All stations this frequency, Heathrow Director is now closing. Ground will be staying online for any arrivals. And monitor Unicom 122 decimal if otherwise.
Alright, so we're being left in mid-air, as it were. I've got to go back to Unicom. Ground is 1217.
Alpha 3 via Lima, Papa, Alpha November, X0636.
Alright. So we're getting close to where we need to go on to approach, so I'm going to put my all my lights on, as it's quite dark. I'm going to, as we've got a speed of 228, put my gear down. 15 degrees of flaps.
Same for you, holding point Alpha 3, 26 left, Lima, Papa and Alpha November.
Right. I need to turn to there and put on my approach for the ILS. And we are on. Heathrow traffic, KLM 447 737, turning onto ILS 27 right at 15 miles, 4,000 feet. Come down to 3,000.
Gatwick traffic, Lufthansa 4 miles, 10 miles, before intercept LS 26 left, on heading 300.
Put some windscreen wipers on again. Right, so we're establishing ILS. And we're going to be on 27 right. And the frequency for that is 110.3. 110.3 on both.
Lufthansa 4 Mike is on 20 miles final and we intercept the localizer of 26 left on Gatwick.
Heathrow traffic, KLM 447, established ILS 27 right, 8 miles. Got my ground frequency ready.
Unicom traffic, Lufthansa 409, contact Gatwick Tower. Bye bye.
On Unicom you can hear everyone that's nearby, whatever airport they're going for. So I now have my landing gear down, I have my flaps 15. And we are approaching 27 right. Looks good. Tell my passengers we're ready for landing, and I've now got tower. Dearie me. Tower 118.5. Bit late. Heathrow Tower, KLM 447 with you, 6 miles, final established ILS.
KLM 447, Heathrow, continue approach, number 2.
Continue approach,
1,000
KLM
feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude 7.
Right, is about nothing further, Unicom on TT-8, goodbye.
Altitude 28, speed by 820.
Looks a bit bumpy, doesn't it?
So good afternoon, there, Portugal 135.
Aircraft is down there.
Portugal 1359,
taking off, hopefully we'll be out of the way.
on November Bravo to Whiskey.
Full flaps.
Second right, hold November Bravo. Portugal 135.
With my speed down. 155, I'm landing.
400. 300.
Tower, am I landing? KLM 447.
No rush, KLM 447, you're clear to land, runway 27 right, safe is wind is 230 degrees 19 knots.
100.
KLM 447 clear to land.
50. 40.
Yeah, roger, a bit busy. KLM 447 cleared to land.
Number 349, the first right, ground 121.7, goodbye.
Alpha ground 1217, thank you, Victor 349, Alpha bit.
Oh,
816, clear for takeoff from runway 27 left, safe is wind is 230 degrees 19
He left that a bit late for me.
80 knots.
Still being blown by the wind even now. Go to the next one. We'll go off here.
Portugal 1359 of November Bravo to Whiskey line from runway 27 left.
Line up and wait, 27 left, Portugal 1359.
Tower vacated 27, KLM 447.
447 second right onto Bravo. 447 taxi second right onto Bravo.
Second right onto Bravo, KLM 447. I actually want to go left. It's a 408.
816 remain on this frequency until instructed. Portugal 1359, but from November Bravo to Whiskey, safe is wind is 230 degrees at 19 knots, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff 27 left, Portugal 1359 now.
Shuttle 20 Delta behind the departing air Portugal Airbus 320 line November Bravo 3 line up runway 27 left behind.
After the departing air Portugal 320 line up runway 27 left behind.
I'm not quite sure where I am now. Tower request stand 408 south side, KLM 477.
KLM 447 on the ground 121.7.
121.7, thank you. KLM 447.
Flight 816 monitoring income 130.8, goodbye.
Roger, let's make Flight 816 here.
Altiza Delta clear takeoff. 42 ready for pushes start, San 517.
That was a bit of a mess because the tower came on very late.
342.
And so I had to fiddle around doing things very fast. Anyway, let's go back to ground now. Heathrow ground, KLM 447 with you, good evening. Request stand 408.
447 Heathrow ground, welcome. Make a left on Bravo, right on Lima, and hold Lima 1 for now.
Left on Bravo, right on Lima, hold short Lima 1, KLM 447.
15 kilo contact Heathrow Tower now, 118.5, bye-bye.
118.5, take care, speed with 15 kilo.
Right. Left on Bravo.
Skyways 367, request pushing start.
Airways 367, Roger, stand by, I'll call you back in a couple minutes for push.
So now we can lift our flaps.
Just people now, Mike. Can we get into section November 3 on the departure, please?
Speedbird 909, Mike, say again.
Can we get into section November 3 on the departure for Speedbird 909, Mike?
Get back on track.
In November Bravo. KLM 447, contact tower now 118.5 for the cross, speak to the outside.
Contact tower to cross, thank you, KLM 447. Alright, so when we get down here, Lima 1,
342 taxi via
here.
Alpha, hold Lumen.
Alpha, the runway, the speedbird.
just contact tower to cross the runway. We're at November Bravo, I think. Bravo.
Heathrow Tower, good afternoon. Speedbird 95, Papa Lima on the ILS 27 right at 12.7, dear me.
Speed 95 Papa Lima, Heathrow, hello, continuing approach.
Continues 9 Speedbird 95, Papa Lima.
148 via November Bravo, free line up runway 27 left.
Line up and wait, 27 left, Skyways 1428.
Tower at Lima 1 for crossing 27 left, KLM 447.
KLM 447, Roger. Box is straight there, then hold November Bravo 3.
Hold November Bravo 3, KLM 447. Just a bit forward.
Air France 210 with you, ready for departure 27 minutes.
France 210 Heathrow, hello, line up runway 27 left, caution 1 intersection, departures out of you.
Roger, line up and wait 27 left and caution. Much the line, much higher.
Heathrow Tower, good Speedbird 909, Mike. We're told to hold short Lehman, November 3, requesting intersection departure.
99 Mike, Heathrow, hello, Roger, hold Lehman for now.
Hold Lehman for Speedbird 909, Mike.
Just go up to November 3 and then November Bravo 3. And that's where we hold.
And Speedbird 15 kilo, passing 1,700 feet.
15 kilo remain on the track and send it instructed.
Welcome, Speedbird 15 kilo.
Noise 148, clear takeoff 27 left, safe is wind is 230 degrees, 19 knots.
Clear for
Takeoff, Sky is 143.
With 9 and 9 Mike taxi second right and then hold November Bravo to Whiskey.
Right, November Bravo 3 for speed 9 and Mike.
November Bravo to Whiskey.
Creep forward, November Bravo 3.
Tower, Qatar 10, holding nothing.
Around 0, roger.
So we're holding here, waiting to cross 27 left. We've got an Air France 210 waiting for takeoff. And we've got another 2 aircraft waiting.
Through the 15 kilo monitor in car 1, PT that's not right, guy.
3 aircraft.
122 decimal 8, take care, speed good. 15 kilo.
And 447 and November Bravo, freight cross runway 27 left.
Cross 27 left, KLM 447, thank you. Vacated 27 left, KLM 447.
447 ground 1P1 decimal 7.
Thank you, ground. KLM 447.
There's 148 Unicom 1 TT decimal 8, goodbye.
22 8, Sky
Ground,
148, thanks.
transfer to ground.
F1 Steel 10 clear take.
Ground with you again, Sierra 1 for stand 408, please, KLM 447.
447, Heathrow ground, it'll get taxi stand 408 via Sierra and Tango.
Clearance destination Innsbruck.
Block. KLM 447, taxi to stand 408 via Sierra and Tango.
408 via Sierra and Tango, thank you, KLM 447.
Heathrow ground, American 101, stand 534, ready for push to start.
American 101, stand 534, push and start approved, face south.
Approved, face south, American 101.
Turn these wipers off. Just going up to Tango. Terminal 4 on the south side at Heathrow is the KLM terminal.
Waste 367, contact Heathrow Tower now, 118 decimal 5, bye-bye.
So we now trundle down here.
Heathrow ground. Do you hear me?
Yeah, Lufthansa 19, I can hear you, just be careful please, it's the second time now you're speaking over someone else.
Lufthansa 19 heavy at position 518. Request IFR clearance to destination Innsbruck.
That 19er, I have no flight plans for you. If you can please resubmit.
Coming into 408. Huh. Those X Plane vehicles just don't work very well. And we should have a little man, which we have.
You've identified Papa Lima, Heathrow ground, welcome taxi via Alpha and 506.
506 for Alpha.
And we have an autogate as well.
15 taxi straight ahead, Bravo, hold Lucky. Bravo, hold Lucky, Shark 715.
The little man doesn't appear to be doing anything for some reason, which I do not understand. Put the brakes on.
Say again.
It's Shark 715. Can you confirm we need to go to Lockheed to get to November 4 Echo?
Takeoff runway 27 left, surface wind is 23, about degrees 19.
Turn the radios off. Don't need those anymore. So for some reason my little man didn't work. Start the APU. Fuel off. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and also leave any comments if you wish to do so. So hope to see you again on the RM video channel. Thank you and goodbye.